What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sure if you've been around this channel for a little while, you've heard me complain or criticize the collaboration between Call of Duty and The Boys. And I constantly hammered on the point that I felt that The Boys collaboration didn't fit within the aesthetic and identity of Call of Duty. And I talked about how superheroes should not work in a war simulation game. And I'll stand by that fact because I don't think that this collaboration in any way, shape, or form really fit in with what Call of Duty used to be and what Call of Duty should try to be. And I think a lot of members of this community feel that Call of Duty has long lost its identity of being a gritty military arcade shooter and traded it in for this weird identityless direction. Like, it's very hard to pinpoint what Call of Duty's identity is right now in the Modern Warfare 2 era. Is it a simulation game? Is it even trying to be a war game anymore? Like, it's really hard to identify considering the fact that you have tracer packs and cats and wolves and superheroes in the game. It doesn't know what it wants to be. Now, if you've been around this channel, you've probably heard me praise Dead by Daylight at least once or twice. I do believe that Dead by Daylight does a lot of things that Call of Duty doesn't do, and that's one of the reasons why it has a very thriving community. There's toxicity within this community, of course, but the community is thriving. It very much supports its creators, and it also supports the game. And reasons why it's lapping Call of Duty, in my opinion, is because it understands what its identity is, what the aesthetic of the game is, and it follows it as much as it can. They also integrate limited time events, whether it's Halloween, Christmas, or anniversary events, and it brings the community together, and the community plays it and enjoys it and grinds it because they're limited time events that are very enjoyable for people. And lastly, you can get a lot of the content within this game for free by just playing the game. Yes, there's licensed content that's locked behind a paywall, but for the majority of the content within the game, you can earn it by just playing it a lot, by grinding it, and I really value that. And because of those reasons, I've spent more in-game money for Dead by Daylight than I have within the Call of Duty franchise ever, because there's more incentive for me to continue to play Dead by Daylight versus playing Call of Duty. But why is it that I'm bringing up Dead by Daylight instead of Call of Duty here? And why am I drawing parallels between the two? Well, it's because Call of Duty has missed the mark with its collaborations. However, Dead by Daylight constantly hits the mark with its collaborations. And its latest collaboration is with a Nicolas Cage tie-in. And all of us know who Nicolas Cage is, let's be honest here. He's one of the most memeable actors of all time. That doesn't mean he's disrespected within the community. That doesn't mean that the internet dislikes him. It means that they enjoy him. And he's just been integrated into Dead by Daylight. And frankly, it works because Dead by Daylight isn't taking itself too seriously. It recognizes that Nicolas Cage is a bit of a meme person, and they are utilizing this opportunity to create a meme character with meme perks and meme voice lines.
No, please, let's just stop for a moment. Take a deep breath and think about what we're actually doing here. I shan't forget this. Really, I shan't.
But even though you have all of this meme content, it still works in to the identity of the game. The aesthetic isn't broken because of the integration of a meme character. And this is what Call of Duty needs to learn, is they can integrate cool, unique collaborations into their games, make it work, and it won't break the aesthetic of the game. You can bring in anybody into the world of Call of Duty, and you can give them unique voice lines, unique character skins, unique weapon camos, unique reload animations, inspection animations, whatever it takes, and make that character feel unique and play unique and be different than what you see all the time. Don't give it superpowers like what they did with the Boys collaboration. Let it fit within the confines of the game's identity and within the game's rules. And you could have prosperous collaborations where you have the community working with you. Could you imagine if they had a Nicolas Cage character in Call of Duty? Do you know how many people would buy that, especially if he had unique voice lines and weird, wacky reload animations and weapon inspection animations? Like, people would flock to it. Heck, people bought those World Cup FC skins. They bought the basketball players skins. You don't need to just have these weird integrations and collaborations with things that go outside of your aesthetic. You can work with famous people, have famous voice lines, and it would work. And I'm fine with it being all licensed and being paid for content. None of that bothers me. I'm totally okay with that. Because, again, I think it works. I praised the World Cup event when they brought it out because I thought it was actually something unique that didn't break the aesthetic of Call of Duty, and it gave people a reason to log on. So give people that reason. Give them that incentive. Don't just create another generic skin again. Don't just create another generic operator. Do something unique and different, but stay within the rules of Call of Duty, within the aesthetic and identity of Call of Duty. I talk about this a lot. It's because I care. Do you think that if you just imported a Nicolas Cage soldier into the old Modern Warfare 2 in 2009, gave him unique voice lines, that it wouldn't succeed? That would 100% succeed. Not only because Modern Warfare 2 from 2009 is an incredible game, but because it would work. It would be funny and people would enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with having some enjoyable parts to your game. Not everything needs to be extremely serious all the time. Not everything needs to be a simulation where it's everybody trying to be their best using everything in the meta all the time. It's actually quite annoying. That's part of the problem with Call of Duty, is it takes itself too seriously a lot of the time. And then sometimes when it doesn't take itself too seriously, it misses the mark. Whereas here in Dead by Daylight, the game doesn't take itself too seriously all the time. The community doesn't take itself seriously all the time. And because of that, we get amazing moments time and time again. You get memorable moments time and time again. And you get the opportunity to have collaborations like this one with Nicolas Cage and have it be something that the community is extremely excited about. It's not very often, I don't think it's ever happened, where I've been actually waiting for a character to be released in a game or for a skin to be released in a game. But here we are with Dead by Daylight, where I've been sitting and waiting for this update to occur, and now I can finally go and play as Nicolas Cage. I think it's hilarious, I think it's well done, and frankly, it's going to make Dead by Daylight and Behavior Interactive a ton of money. And so it should. And so it should. So, anyways, that's all the time I have for the video today. I'm extremely excited to get on to some Dead by Daylight, maybe even play some Modern Warfare 2 later. Who knows? But anyways, that's it for today's video. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Would you like to see something more a la what Dead by Daylight does? Or do you like what you see already in the Call of Duty franchise? And I'm just right now yelling at clouds. Of course, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.